What's up guys, NepentheZ here and welcome to episode 47 of my Rise to Fame Ultimate Team series. We're about to enter the 2.5 star tournament guys, which is a new tournament that EA have put up. By the time you're watching this video, the tournament probably doesn't exist anymore because this footage is old. Just taking you through the team that I bought. I basically bought Division 2, I think, British players for as cheap as possible. I did want to get some decent stuff, and you know, so that Kyle De Silva, for example, cost me 1,900 coins. That Kadeem Harris as well looks a beast, 850 coins with that 85 pace. Just so you guys know, because I seem to get this quite a lot when I buy and sell players. I've already sold these players on, like they don't exist in my club anymore, so I can't possibly use you guys to make a profit from these players. I'm not into that kind of thing. I like to try and trade legit with market prices and actually buying under the price and stuff. So this is the team I've got. As you can see, I've got 3 goal players in there. I've got Julio Cesar from QPR, David Luiz from Chelsea, and Darren Bent up front from Aston Villa, of course. The reason why I went with Darren Bent instead of Balotelli is because it's an English-based team, so I'd get the better chemistry from him, and I think David Luiz only gets 7 chemistry. So yeah, that's the team I went with. I went into this tournament. I didn't really know what to expect from this tournament because it is the sort of team where some people will build teams just like I've built, you know, a whole bunch of bronze players and some gold players. Or some people could go with the old silver mix, you know, and try and have a very comfortable, good team with a bronze bench. I probably could have got 1 or 2 more gold players in if I had gone out and bought really, really low rated bronze players, like the 40 to 44 rated bronze players. Probably could have fit another gold player or 2 in there. But I was more than happy with the team that I've got. And yes, I know a lot of the comments are going to be, oh my god, this is cheap and such and such. And it totally is, I totally agree. But you'll see by the teams that I come up with that it's at this point now in FIFA where if you can't beat them, you got to join them. And look at this guy's team. He's got Canu, the centre back, David Luiz and Felipe Santana, and then Wellington and Wellington Nem up front. This is such a good team. Like the fact that he actually got it to stay as 2.5 stars is unreal. He's definitely got the lowest rated bench, and if I went for a regular 2.5 star team, I'll get crushed by this sort of team, you know. So you definitely have to play cheap and dirty. And fortunately for me, the bronze goalkeeper, I actually think he had a silver goalkeeper, but Darren Bent there with the left foot strike, amazing stuff. So I just want to talk about the last video I uploaded real quick, guys. I uploaded the player duplication / coins video about people getting scammed and stuff, and the feedback from it was excellent. But I also got a little bit of feedback from a few people saying that there are actually a few other scamming methods out there. So if you guys want me to make another video on other scamming methods and how people are going to be looking to try and get your coins and your players off of you when they don't deserve them, if you want to see another video like that, let me know and I will put one together as soon as possible. Scoring insanely amazing free kick with David Luiz there. This guy I think had given up a little bit by now. I don't know why he was moving his wall around like that, and it feels nice to beat someone like this because he had 5 gold players and I think 3 silver players or 4 silver players. To actually take a big lead against him felt real nice because I've got mainly bronze players with 3 golds. So this guy that's on the ball now though, De Silva, he's really, really good. I really enjoyed using him. And Jonathan Greening there as well. I could not believe he was a bronze. What I went for with the midfield was a lot of good defensive and good heading abilities because that's what's important for DMs. And for the cam guy, I think I went for pace and skills, even though he's only got 3-star skills at K De Silva. But we took a solid 4-1 win and moved swiftly on into the second round with this video. As you can see from the match stats there, I dominated a little bit. This guy's got a really strong squad. Only the 1 goal player this time around. Quite surprising. You can easily fit in 2 or 3. As you can see, he's only got a 2-star squad. But I had a brief look on... excuse me. I had a brief look on Foothead after this game, and the guy's team is actually really strong for a bronze team. He's got very good pace, very good technical abilities with his players, and it was definitely an interesting match. So we've got Harris on the left hand side there, sorry, passes it through into Greening. Look at that for a shot from Greening. Jonathan Greening, the ex-Man United player, unbelievable strike, great stuff from a bronze player there. And this game was definitely the most difficult that I had in this tournament. Picked up with Darren Bent here just on the edge of the box and rifled it home nicely. So guys, I just want to tell you that I'm using Facebook a lot more now. I don't really use Facebook. I don't like Facebook. Like I have a personal page on Facebook, but I've used it maybe like 3 times in the last 3 or 4 years. It's really not my thing. I never ever use it, but it's something that people seem to love from YouTubers in terms of polls and questions and things like that. So I've been putting up polls. Yesterday I started on basically what videos you want to see from me the next day. So if you want to tell me what videos you want to see, go and check out my Facebook page. The link will be in the description, but it's actually just facebook.com/nepomonster. Like the page if you like to, if you want to follow what I'm doing and stuff, and yeah, get involved in these polls and stuff. And I'll be announcing on the Facebook page when I'm doing live streams and stuff. And live streams is something I'm going to be doing a lot more in the coming weeks and months for sure. So check that out. So here we are, guys, in extra time with this team, with this game, and I pulled out a 4-2 lead in extra time, and I thought that would be that. Thought that would be the game, but in the 112th, 111th minute, he picks up a nice goal with Mevungu. I don't know if that's how his name's actually pronounced. He picks up one to make it 4-3, and I went ultra defensive at this point. Wanted to see this game out. It was a really tight, really tough game, very, very even. But he gets a lucky break there. Passes it inside, and he rolls it under my keeper through the legs, and there we go. The 119th minute takes us to penalties. Now, I've said before, guys, I have a very strange penalty saving technique, one that I feel works very, very well, one that other people really dislike, and people always tell me when I have penalty shootouts on my channel that I'm doing it wrong and I need to dive and things. And apparently, you know, you can use the crowd to tell you which way the guy's going to shoot. Whilst you can, it's so hard to do because, you know, you're looking at them, look the other way. Like right there, they were looking right, for example, but I shot down the middle. You know, it's not an exact science, I don't think, and it's definitely a little tricky to get. You know, because you have to look at the way they look, and then you have to make your dive at the right time. You know, it's really, really tough. But I managed to save 3 penalties from this dude here. Hudio says are doing the work and taking me through 3-2 on pens, and that 4-4 draw. It was such an even game, like I said, guys. So many shots on target from both of us. Really, really fun game to be involved in. I like those games where it's back and forth and very open. And then in the semi-final, we come up against this guy, and he's got a pretty solid team as well. A lot of silver players again. And then he's got 2 golds in the middle. I think that's Palacios at CDM, and is that Cleverly at CAM. So it's quite a strong team. But I always enjoy when people focus too much on the attack for the big players. Like as you see with me, I've got a goalkeeper and a gold centre back, and that's vital in this tournament because they saved me a lot of times. When you focus too much on the attack and midfield and leave yourself with bronze defenders and a bronze goalkeeper, you're gonna get eaten up because you're coming up against goal players, and it's just far too hard, you know. So we took a 1-0 lead there with K Da Silva scoring a goal for me, and he was actually a really good player for me. And there's Harris there with a nice near post finish from K Harris in the 41st minute. So Darren Bent isn't even doing the business for me in this game. I don't really need a gold striker. I could have gone for another bronze or silver striker, but the guy scores a nice goal there with El Fini to bring the game back to 2-1. And this was a kind of game I knew he would have an okay team just because he's got a PSG badge. You can generally tell how good or bad a player's team is from the badge. Of course, you can't tell how good or bad they are from the badge, but definitely you can tell how good or bad the team is from the badge and kits. A lot of the time it's given away. This is another game that went into extra time. He leveled it up late on to make it 2-2. A little bit disappointing because this was one of those games that I was actually controlling, but I scored a nice goal here. Bent with the roulette, puts it back for Wilson, and Wilson scores one in the 95th minute to make it 3-2. The action was finished there, and that De Silva scoring 2 goals already, so that puts us into the final. The final will be in the next episode, guys, though, so if you could hit that like button, it would be amazing. If not a problem. Thank you all, as always, very much for watching, and thank you for your continued support, and I will see you next time. Cheers. Wow, look at those match stats. It looked like he dicked me. He didn't. He didn't.